Hello, fabulous friends and fans. Welcome to your Jupiter special. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. In July of 2014 and until August of 2015, Jupiter will be moving through the sign of Leo. Now, wherever Jupiter goes, so go our biggest and brightest blessings. Jupiter moves through a sign about once every year or so, and during that time brings expansion, opportunity, luck, new perspectives, new people, and just an overall feeling of faith that things really can get better. And it's largely because of that faith that things very often do. It'll be a really exciting time, a really exciting year as Jupiter moves through the sign of Leo. I have created a separate introduction video to talk about Jupiter moving through Leo for our collective experience. So please click on your screen, have a look at that as well. And how Jupiter speaks to you in your sign is coming up right now. Hello, fabulous Leo. Thank you for being here. I have been so excited to create this video for you. I've been talking about it in the monthly horoscopes as well. Watch your Jupiter special. I'll have it up for you soon. Watch it. And so I'm so glad that you're here because really Jupiter moving into your sign is always a good thing. I've never known it not to be a good thing because it tends to represent a time when you start to see your potential in an expanded way. You start to understand where your greatest blessings are likely to come from and where it is ultimately that you have it within you to attract those blessings. It's about trusting yourself, trusting your instincts, and trusting that there is an urge within you that is moving your life, not only towards, of course, greater wisdom and greater love, which are all very much a part of Jupiter moving through your sign, but also towards greater prosperity as well, a greater sense of expanded possibility and opportunity. The seeds that you plant now represent a brand new 12-year cycle of your life, and those very seeds have to start with you. It has to start with the recognition as to where it is that you're strong, where it is that you have something genuine to share that is uniquely your own, and actually uncovering that and nurturing that. What I've found mostly with this placement is that the possibility of you stumbling on something that just excites you, that gives you juice, that gives you a sense of enthusiasm, that makes you want to get up and just get to work right away and keep working until you're falling asleep. That type of inspired project has a way of showing up right now. What's also really interesting is the way in which Jupiter moving through your sign will be speaking with Uranus over the course of this period as well suggests to me that you are really coming to understand a vision for your life in a more expanded way that you did before, that you are being asked to think about ultimately what it is that you want to reap later on in your life. And by this, I mean, ultimately, what's your vision for your life? What are you going for? What are you aiming for? And what path do you want to be on that you think is really going to make you happiest, and actually putting yourself on that path? There's an element here of expanding your place in the world, expanding your world view, and taking on more knowledge. In fact, it's not unusual for people when they have Jupiter moving through their sign to consider going on and taking some form of higher education, learning a new philosophy, even learning a new language, doing some travel. All of that very much fits the symbol as to this phase of your life, because ultimately it is about understanding that you are much bigger than you previously realized, and that actually you are ready for a bigger stage than you previously realized as well. Given this conversation between Uranus and Jupiter, the likelihood of you signing some sort of power deal is certainly indicated. The likelihood of you attracting somebody who really can operate on your behalf to help you get to the place of really manifesting some of the larger goals, the larger career goals for your life is certainly indicated as well. But you certainly are put on that path in a way that maybe has felt lacking. Over the last year, you've had Jupiter moving through the sign of Cancer, the sign just before yours. And this phase has been about clearing karma so that you can create space for the new to enter. Well, now the new does enter, and it enters in just about every area of life where fresh energy is introduced and new possibilities are introduced for you as well. Take the inspiration and run with it. Remember, as I said, this is the beginning of a very important process for you. You do have what it takes to make bigger dreams happen, but this is about starting again, starting anew, and creating new goals and new possibilities for yourself for a very long time to come. And this also tends to represent a time of wishes fulfilled, wishes not necessarily, maybe fulfilled is not the right word. What I mean to say is there is an element of you believing that wishes can come true, dreams can come true. And because you have that faith, you are likely to see the evidence all around you. Where previously you might have felt that the energy was very inward, the energy was stuck, the energy was very much on a level of emotion or on a level of spirit. Now your life starts to look different. For some of you also, there will be a renewed sense of vitality. If there's been any kind of health issues that have been lingering, this does represent an amazing time for you to feel a renewed sense of self. And for some of you out there to experience, really, in some cases, there can be some dramatic turnarounds for the very, very better, getting great news, feeling like you have a second lease on life, all very possible scenarios as well. There's an understanding now that your life, your happiness is possible to you, and that life can be an adventure again, where it might have felt too predictable, might have felt too humdrum. Now you feel a renewed sense of life and a renewed sense of awakening. And really, the world is your oyster. So go out there, explore it, and embrace it.